Hello, and welcome to Jack of All Things Disney, a podcast created to satisfy your Disney craving. I am your host, Jill Sutton, and thank you so much for joining today. I am continuing our Disney cruise series because I went on my first Disney cruise last month in September. And this episode is going to be just kind of a short one. I wanted to highlight two things that we did on the cruise that were really fun, especially for my kids' age group, which is 3 and 5. The first thing that is just kind of unique to Disney cruises is they decorate stateroom doors. Okay. So basically a lot of the ship is magnetic. It's all metal. And one of the things that Disney Cruise Line does is allows you to decorate your door. We went very simple. You can run the gamut on this. You can create your own magnets. You can buy them from Etsy. You can buy them on Amazon. You can really get them from almost anywhere now, but we chose to just go on the Disney Cruise website. They have some free downloadables. I had my 5-year-old help me cut them out. And then I had bought just some self lamination from Hobby Lobby, some glue, and some magnets, and we put them together, laminated the pieces, cut them out, glued the magnets to the back, and that was it. We did do some where we put glitter sticker letters of our first names on different Mickeys that had, like, one was like a Minnie with a bow, one was a Mickey with a pirate hat. So we did do some of those that were personalized, you could say, for our family. So our family names were all on the door. But this was just a really fun thing to do before the cruise, getting ready for the cruise, as well as when we got there. Now, I will say the glue that I used did not keep the magnets on. That was really frustrating. As soon as we got there and I unpacked them, the magnets had fallen off of like over half of them. So what we ended up doing was just putting the magnets on the top of the picture, which, it worked. The other thing that this is good for is not only entertaining, obviously, but it is fun to look at when you're going down those halls. And then it also just makes it easier to find your stateroom. Okay, so in the sea of staterooms, so to speak, you can find your door a lot easier when you have your own magnets on there that you can see and recognize. And it's easier for your kids as well. And that was really fun for my girls to run down the hall and find our door by looking at all the doors. Some cruises have Facebook groups. I would assume most cruises have Facebook groups, and you can find it by searching like your cruise dates, the name of your ship, and you should be able to find the group that is for that specific week on that ship. And that's really fun to do months out before the cruise because everyone starts sharing when they start getting things in for the cruise or when they start packing or when they start making their magnets. Um, and someone on our cruise group said that they were going to award the door that they chose that was decorated the best with some sort of award. Now, obviously, we did not win. We were pretty stock standard on ours, but it was very fun. So there was some like friendly competition with door decorating. So I really encourage you to do that. I think that's a really fun thing to do. The other thing that we chose to participate in, and this was a positive for us, but we heard on the Facebook group that it was not so good for a lot of people in the group. And I had heard this on past experiences too from other people, but we had decided to try our first attempt at pin trading. Now, what we did was we took two little foam boards and we wrote on them, take a pin, leave a pin. And I just set up a bunch of pins on the take a pin and had a blank one for the leave a pin. Now, what I did do was put them the highest on our door so that not anybody could reach them. I tried to keep them up out of the way so older kids maybe would be able to play this, or if you were a younger kid, your parent would have to be with you to help you get a pin down. This worked fairly well for us. We did have maybe two pins um, taken without a pin left during the trip. But the one time we had a pin taken and we got back and we're like, oh, they didn't leave one. That's okay. Maybe I told the girls, maybe they went back to get it. Maybe they went back to get one. And honestly, after we left and came back again, there were two pins in its place. So I don't know if it was the same person. I don't know if it was just a random stranger that felt like gifting us some pins, but there's definitely some Disney magic, on these ships. And then the last night we had a pin taken as well, and nobody gave it back. So, or nobody gave us a new one. So I will say on that very last night, it was late, and the girls were getting ready for bed, and we'd already packed up our suitcases because you have to have your suitcases out that night before you disembark and be all packed by like 10:15, which seems late, but there's so much going on that cruise ship that I barely got us packed in time. Um, and our neighbor came over and gifted us a pin. And they said, "We've been watching your door and we see people keep taking pins and not giving them back. And my kids are so upset about it. And they wanted to gift you guys this pin," which is so funny. You can actually, if you're watching the YouTube, it's over there. It's one of the Jack pins. And my 5-year-old has never seen Nightmare Before Christmas and won't for a little while because I'm sure she'll be petrified of it, but she is obsessed with Jack. So that's our second Jack pin that we got, and it's a different one. So like a slightly different than the other one that we had. So that just kind of made the trip. So all in all, we did trade 1 for 1 the entire time. We didn't come home with less pins than we left with, and we got some fun ones. And what was really fun here, I'll show you guys. We got this little Pascal one, which is super cute. And my daughter actually dressed up as Pascal for Halloween on the trip. So she was thrilled to receive that. We got this other one that kind of looks like Woody. It looks very like old school, but a little pin that's Woody. You guys will have to go over onto YouTube if you want to see the ones I'm holding up. If you're just listening, you won't be able to see them. So yeah, I'm just kind of showing the ones that we got. Little bear with the goofy hat. And I forget what his name is, but I think he's in another Disneyland, not in the States. Someone will have to tell me what this is. It looks like something from Star Wars or Avengers, maybe. I'm not sure. Same with this guy. I think I looked him up once before, but I'm not exactly sure who he is. A little character, silver, kind of with glasses and some weapons. We got a Donald in a little devil costume with a Halloween treat bag, which was super cute. Our cruise was Halloween on the high seas. And then the last one that we got was this really cute blue Mickey that's cut out. And then, of course, a Jack face. I don't know if you can see it over there, but I did end up buying pins on the cruise as well, not for trading, but for fun. I got Mickey and Minnie that are dressed up as little sailors. Those are so cute. Mickey, Minnie heads, I should say. And then I grabbed the Castaway Key 5K pin because my daughter and I did the Castaway Key 5K, and I wanted a little keepsake from that. So all in all, we had a great experience with it. We did hear afterwards that several people had that happen where they had put pins out and they had been stolen. I will say I'm glad we had a good experience with it. It is kind of the lazy man's way of doing pin trading because you're not carrying them on a lanyard. You're not going up and talking to somebody. You're literally like leaving them out there in hopes that people are going to be honest and play along. So it is kind of the risk you take when you do just door pins. I think next time we would probably still try it again. We definitely only put a few pins out at a time. We didn't put like a whole lot out at once. We'd only do like 3, maybe 4 pins at a time on the board. But I do think the girls would like to do one where they have it on the lanyard and they go talk to different cast members or other cruisers, or like I said, doing it in the parks. We've never done it in the parks yet either. So this was our first experience with pin trading on the Disney cruise, and it was really good, I thought. So thankful again for those people that just had that Disney magic and offered us pins, knowing that we had some taken from us without trading. But that was just really a fun part of the experience. So if you have ever done door decorating and or pin trading on a Disney cruise, I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and let me know about it.